Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel, Alicia Spiritual Guidance. I'm Alicia. I'm going to be doing your reading. Quick disclaimer, sorry about the background noise. I do live next to a freeway. This is going to be a collective message with our Soul's Journey cards. As I was shuffling off camera, cards started popping out, so I'm like, let me get rolling. So the first two cards that popped out here are Love and Doubt. And then we have Friendship, right? And Indecision. Some of you right off the bat, someone in a friendship is doubting if they should make a love move. That's neither here nor there. No, I'm just playing. I commit to practice. I commit to the practice. Can I talk? I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Love. And then this card has a lot of red in it. Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Alright, and this one's like the color of, I want to say, the crown, maybe? And then we have indecision here. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. It's a glare. So really what I got is, especially because this is our soul's journey, right? So I'm going to think about it on a deeper aspect, on a deeper level. Sometimes maybe it's been hard to see the love in all things because maybe you yourself have had a hard time experiencing love in all things, especially when it comes to your foundation and feeling safe and feeling secure. Maybe it was a struggle with safety, it was a struggle with security, and a struggle with affection, a struggle with getting what it is that you need, emotional reciprocity, validation, just the simplest support like, hey, you did good today. That could have been a struggle. Now, on a deeper level, the struggle here with love is the fact that there just hasn't been a lot of it. There hasn't been a lot of acceptance, like it was always very judgmental. If you did something good, oh, you could have did better. If you didn't do good at all, what the F, like you're stupid. Things like that is what I'm getting when it comes to this love card and thinking about it in the foundation, because our foundation, which is our child, if we go back to the childhood and how love is rooted in, supposed to be implanted inside of us and rooted inside of us by our parental figures, right? Not everyone had loving parental figures. Not everyone even had parental figures. So sometimes so there's someone here too that struggles with abandonment because they've been left, because it's, the people, my parents didn't want me, or they didn't treat me good enough. They didn't shelter me, care for me, provide for me, protect me. We lacked food, we lacked water, we lacked clean clothes, things like that is what's been hard for you to see the love in all things now as an adult, or someone that's even growing up, becoming an adult, that's really put a block on your heart chakra here. Just a block on your heart, period, and with the doubt, it's, I release the need to know all answers. This is really someone who, it's like you've struggled with being loved or feeling love, or even struggled with accepting love, and you've doubted the love that's been shown to you because it's something that's been foreign for a long time. So you have a hard time accepting love. Some of you have a hard time accepting friendship, because to be in a friendship is allowing somebody to come in, open you up, you return that openness, that trust, that vulnerability, that love, and it's hard for you to create friendships because, it's hard for you to create friendships because it causes a lot of doubt, because you may not think that you're good enough for this type of love, this platonic love. We're not even talking about, we haven't even talked about relationships, because this is somebody here, like, you could be very avoiding, or and avoiding is you don't open up, you don't talk about your feelings, you don't talk about your emotions. And this isn't just in relationships, this could be at work, relationships with outside family members and your immediate family members. It's like nobody truly knows you for who you are because you have not shown anybody who you are, because you struggle with being vulnerable, because you're afraid that people won't perceive you well, people won't accept you. So I'm here to tell you that a lot of people perceive you well, and a lot of people accept you, and a lot of people love you. A lot of people actually highly respect you. And this indecision is that you have a hard time trusting your intuition when your intuition even gives you the, hey, it's safe to love here. Because you're like, nah, they're just going to be like everybody else, right? Those people who have left you, those people who have abandoned you. This is a serious issue with abandonment issues, a serious issue with rejection, a fear of abandonment, a fear of rejection. And this has caused you to miss out on a lot of good friendships and keep people at bay, or you have created friendships with the wrong people that have not been good for you, that they will ultimately end up leaving you anyway, or you would ultimately end up leaving them. I broke my nail, so yeah. I have a nail appointment on Saturday. That's neither here nor there. Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges, right? And you do, but it's not that you're judging others, you're judging yourself. In this judgment on yourself, it's like you lack grace for yourself. You got to give yourself some grace, the same grace that you bestow upon others, and not judge yourself, because you start doubting yourself, doubting your character, doubting, the love that you have to give. And you don't struggle with giving love. You're probably someone who gives a lot of love, some of you. Some of y'all could be mean as fuck. Y'all know who y'all are, but some of you don't struggle with giving. Giving love is not the issue. It's receiving love that has blocked you from so many good friendships, so many good people. And it's okay, because what's for you is for you. But what you've done is you've usurped your path. You've caused this to be longer than necessary because you've had an issue with letting people in. And then we have acceptance here, right? I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Everybody's not going to be perfect. So if you're creating these standards that purposely block people out, it's like you always have a reason, because you've created this high standard to block people out, to put a guard up, to be like, oh no, I can't. Yeah, I see any little red flag, or shit, maybe it's not even a red flag. You just gonna call it one because you truly don't want to let anybody get too close. So any excuse, any reason to say, I'm gonna cut this short. And then we have failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. And this is for you who struggles with this love, with accepting love from others, receiving love. You struggle with being open to receive love. Look, how is the universe going to bless you if you are closed to receiving love here? You got to be open to allow the blessings of the universe to flow into you. And how does the universe do that? Through people, spirit vessels, through people, places, things, currency, energy. So maybe you felt like a failure because of all these friendships that haven't worked out for you, especially if you sit and think and ponder on it, and you really feel like you've missed some opportunities to get to know some great people. It's not a failure, This is an opportunity to learn yourself, learn yourself, be confident in yourself and what you have to give. You're not a bad person. You're not a bad person. I'm pulling that indecision card out because that's the second time, so it wants to be on the table. You're not a bad person, but this indecision of letting people in, or this lack of making decision, this lack of communication, keeping lines open so you can create these friendships, you know what I'm saying? Been really hard. You probably got a real small circle. These cards flew out. Y'all seen it. Ooh, look at this. It went upside down. Purpose. I know what I am here to do. Adversity. I accept the challenges that I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. In gratitude, I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Now let me get into it, right? What did I say about usurping your purpose, usurping your path, right? You've usurped some things because, yes, I broke 2 nails. I don't want to be judged. Um, so you've usurped some things, or maybe your purpose has been on hold and you haven't been walking fully in your purpose because some of these friendships that could have really helped elevate you to the next level, because of your inability to receive, or not inability, you just have been so closed off because you don't want to be hurt, you don't want to be abandoned, you don't want to be left, you don't want to be rejected. All of these things, have, it slowed you down, not stopped you, just slowed you down, because this purpose is your purpose, and if you choose to walk in it, which I see you have, and that's that adversity. You are your biggest adversary because of the fact that you have closed so many people out. You're very discerning. You're very discerning. I see a lot of intuition on this table, so you can't tell me you're not discerning. You got to allow people to come in and utilize them for their strengths, for their gifts, and utilize them for the purpose that they have in your life. And when I say utilize, I don't mean use and abuse. I mean allow them and accept the season that they're in your life for. And if it goes past the season, maybe it's a season of a lifetime, but you wouldn't know because you ain't talking. You ain't talking. It's hard for you to keep that communication. Gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities it presents. Yes, you are very. You've learned to be very grateful, very humble. And in that loneliness, you definitely humble and grateful. And sometimes you probably just wish there was somebody there, but you have so many people. Once you open up to receiving this love, this friendship, this kindness that, the universe is trying to bestow upon you so you could get to fully being in your purpose, you're just, so many blessings are getting ready to pour in. I hope that those who come across this reading are really listening and taking heed to what I'm saying. You don't have to be afraid to receive love. Some people are going to hurt you, but you know that because you've been there before. It's being able to understand that not everybody is perfect, right? And that people make mistakes. And their mistakes, maybe their mistake was backstabbing you, being fake, whatever the case may be. But that's a mistake on them. But you knowing how to navigate that type of stuff brings you to a new level, especially those of you who you got to go to a work environment, an office, things like that. You got to navigate through a lot of, BS daily. You being able to understand how these people navigate and move helps you with going to the next level. It will help you with getting that promotion that you want, that's yours. It hasn't been given to you because you haven't learned to politic, because you've closed everybody off, because you don't talk to nobody. Like if you at work and they going out for lunch, the whole team going out for lunch, you like, I'm good, no, so that makes you seem like not a team player, even though you're good at your job, you're good at everything you do. But because you got to learn how to play these politics. I don't know how I started talking about office politics, but you got to learn how to play these politics and understand that, again, like I was talking about seasons, that's a season. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like you're inviting these people into your life, coming over, things like that. But when you're around people, even in this type of community, like the esoteric community, you got to learn how to politic, because a lot of people are playing the game. It's like 48 laws of power around here. In everything you do, in every place you go, people are playing this game. Even when it comes to you stepping into your purpose, because other people share the same purpose, and everyone who shares the same purpose as you is not on the same level as you, is not coming from the same heart space as you. So you got to learn to politic with them too. All right. I don't know how I got into that, but that was a message. This next level, you're going to have to politic. You're going to have to learn how to politic. And it's going to take a lot of humor, because you being the intuitive that you are, you see so much bullshit. You know, you like, look, I don't got time for the shenanigans, nobody's BS. But it's going to take a lot of humor, especially those of you who are navigating corporate America. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of the mind, right? Know that nobody can take that from you. Nobody can take your joy, your purpose, your path from you. They may be able to usurp it a little bit, but if you're meant to walk in that purpose, you will walk in that purpose. You're going to get there, hell or high water. You will get in that purpose. You are meant to go and thrive in your purpose. You're being taken to a next level. And with this next level, you need to know that it's okay to accept love. Okay? And be discerning about the love you accept. But it's also okay to politic, because that's what you're going to need to do. That don't mean you fake. That don't mean you phony. That don't mean you got to talk bad about anybody or whatever the case may be. Stay true to your principles and who you are. Just, hey, how you doing? Yeah, we could eat together. Negate the conversation if it gets negative. Oh, they want to talk about so-and-so. Hey, look, I ain't here for that. How you doing? Moon. Because everybody constantly has hidden motives, right? It's been a lot of hidden motives. But you're going to learn. You've learned so well on how to navigate people's hidden motives. And I'm going to keep saying it, because this is what's coming out. Hidden motives. And this is what's caused you to be so closed off, because people's hidden motives never stay hidden for long. And so you've taken so many blows. So many people you cared about have probably betrayed your trust in the past. Maybe growing up, you've dealt with a lot of backstabbing and a lot of people with hidden motives. So now that you have to navigate a workspace or navigate with grown-ups and shit, and work with people, you just choose to not get involved, not even let people close to you. But again, when you're in that type of any community you work in, right, you gotta learn how to politic and understand that, yeah, everybody got a hidden motive, but that doesn't mean it has to affect you. Stay on your P's and Q's, especially if you're able to see what that motive is. Again, learn how to utilize them utilize their strengths to get you to that next level. It's a game here. It's a game of power too. I'm going to encourage you to read the book 48 Laws of Power. And if you don't like to read, listen to it on YouTube. Very informative, because a lot of people are playing that game. But for those of you who we ain't talking about politicking, right? We ain't talking about politicking. We talking about you. We talking about you and the things you've been through, that to where you don't even want to play the politics. It's not, you just ain't like, look, I ain't got time for this. You ain't got time for nobody bullshit. It's time for you're in that balance, and you're in a position to where you can go and win. You can play this game. You're more than capable. All right. But yeah, for some of them, you been humble. They don't want you to play the game, because if you start playing the game, everybody gonna lose, and you gonna win, and they ain't even gonna know where to hit them. But anyway, is I feel like you've been humble by not playing and not politicking and just being you and staying to yourself. I don't know who this is for, but this is for somebody. It's a message. Anyway, so let me get up off of that tip and get back on the how things. But you know what? Everything you've been through up until now has caused you to be the way that you are. And I'm here to tell you that people are bad, but you also know people are good. And that's where that indecision comes in when it comes to you. When it comes to you choosing to let genuine people in, and because you've blocked out everybody, you've blocked out some real genuine people. You gotta use your intuition, because it's time for you to step into your purpose, and your purpose is here and now, and you're gonna have to politic on this level. Because even though like people who are healers and things like that, again, like I said, everybody's playing the game, and not everybody has integrity. Not everybody's morals, values is gonna match yours. So you got to know when to step in and when to step out. And that's just that. So I'm gonna leave it at that, because yeah, This is ghetto. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But no, for real, I really hope to help, and I really hope you could step away from this video with a word. All right. Um, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment.